Other than competencies, how does this all help us considering people don't actually research products on the AWS Marketplace?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think there's two different pieces. One's private offer, and the other one is two things to address. The other one is people actually don't do any research on the marketplace. Don't tell the marketplace team that, because Matt Y has been working with them over the last year or so to change that. And one of the big changes has obviously been the reviews and beefing up the content. Now the fact that they're showing up, those listings are showing up in LLM answers ahead of and with review sites and ahead of branded sites, I think that could be a big stepping stone there. So be on the lookout there. So just getting yourself in LLM answers is a great reason to think about reviews within the marketplace. And that's a big thing that a lot of leaders, boards, and C-levels have been asking their teams and their companies to think about. How do we get into the LLM answers? And then the other piece with private offers, yeah, you think the deal's done, they still need a reference. They still want to talk to somebody else. They're still back channeling. So you may think like, oh, they're not looking at no, that's what they're doing. They're going back and back channeling to the reviews on the listing. And so as Kyle said, it actually may circumvent the need for a phone call or a real face-to-face reference.
Yeah, it's like you said right at the beginning of the call, a big percentage of the buying decisions made before they even talk to a sales team. We see it all the time. It's just like, hey, just give me a price. I've already done my research. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I think on the private offer side, the other big piece is if you've implemented, even if it's private offer, 100% of the time, have you implemented buy with AWS and put your listing on your own website? You probably get more traction than AWS would to AWS's marketplace. But if you have your normal purchase flow listed in your website, and then you also add the flow of how they could buy directly from your website using buy with AWS, that's there, and you could have the widgets all below it. I just think there's always a way to drive more revenue, even if you're just doing private offers. Yeah, everybody who's like, oh, it's a private offer, it's a transaction method for me. Well, that's changing with Matt's initiative to let more people have more access to where they want to buy from, and using buy with AWS is just huge. You're going to see a refresh of our website, and you're going to see all of our customers with buy with AWS pay on a page, for every one of our customers, people could buy directly from there via marketplace. So
I think one more tiny thing that I think is kind of overlooked, but super important. One of the most important things in marketing is having like a real good, consistent message that can influence prospects. And here, what's really cool, what happens automatically is you get that same great customer feedback, but it's showing up in many different places. So if somebody's doing a search, whether it's on LLMs, whether it's on the website, they're going to see your customers talking about all the great things that they're doing with your product. They're going to see it on the marketplace, right? Because that's going to come in through the LLMs. They're going to see it on PeerSpot. And then, for people using widgets, social cards, all that, they're going to see it on your properties as well. So they're getting hit no matter where they're looking from that same great, consistent, authentic customer voice. So it's just a whole nother world than where it used to be. Oh, it's on, we're on a review site. They come to the review site, they look at it. No, now it's surrounding them, and that's a really cool thing to see.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been playing with the new Chat GPT, browser or not. It's pretty cool how smart it's got. I go in and I type, how do I create a private offer? And it literally comes up, you can use sugar. I was like, they actually know who sugar is. So,
You're like, thank you.
Wow, they read your reviews.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I actually just pulled it up and said, how many reviews do I have?
I just wanted to piggyback also and kind of plug our next. We're actually have another webinar on November 12th with one of the leaders in like seeing behind the curtains of LLMs, which is called White Box. And they're going to go over kind of the behind the scenes of what ChatGPT and other AI LLMs look at and how they're weighted. And just a preview of what we're going to talk about is like the AWS Marketplace is a huge influence on AI like ChatGPT. And the reviews that are getting pulled through with a strong marketplace profile are PeerSpot reviews. So when you're getting reviews, you're getting double dosed. You're getting PeerSpot and AWS, which are both coming from PeerSpot. And when they're weighted together, it really outweighs like everything more than any other review site, really any other site. So that's also another huge point we'll hit in a couple weeks, and also just another big reason why you need to have your AWS profile really strong.
Yeah, so I literally just did that on ChatGPT, and it goes, "You have zero first party reviews. I've got to get that fixed." I'm going to use PeerSpot to do
We better fix that. Yes, we will take care of that.
it. Goes 68 in external reviews, but zero first party. Yeah.